Hey there, Magic players. Barry White here from MagicUntapped.com and Magic Untapped right here on YouTube. As you can see on the screen, it's time for a Final Fantasy Premier Draft, newest Universe Beyond set for Magic the Gathering, now on Arena. Let's give it a go. All right, pack one, pick one. We have a summon right off the bat. We have a couple rares as well with Limblom. Limblom would be good if I want to go the Mage route, which is pretty cool. This Saga also kind of works in that a little bit. We have a few birds, so maybe some Chocobo synergy. I think what I want to do is I want to see if I can build, personally, I want to see if I can try to build into a mage token build. So I'm going to try to lean into that initially. We'll see if it works out. If not, I'll pivot, hopefully before it's too late. But let's go ahead and grab Limblom to start. And Ultima, Origin of Oblivion, goes into any deck, really. This is a 4/4 flyer for 5. It can turn off lands as far as color goes. I can also do it to my own lands and get double colorless, so that can be kind of neat. We have creature stealing. We have some ice magic here. I'm going to go ahead and go with Ultima just because I know it can fit into any deck, and a 4/4 flyer for 5 is still a 4/4 flyer. Continuing on here, we have Swallowed by Leviathan, which counterspells and lets me surveil. Also triggers those mages. Although I haven't yet seen anything else that makes mages, but I mean, it's a thing. This cares about graveyard cards leaving the graveyard. It can transform into a big guy. Right now, I'm not seeing anything I actually love too entirely much. So let's go ahead and, I don't know. Let's go and just grab a creature. At least this one can be removal. And then moving on, Ether works pretty well. Overkill is, well, overkill. More importantly, it does kill things. It's a removal spell, so we're going to go ahead and go with the removal spell. Alright, oh, we have Nyxbloom Ancient. I had this in my pre-release. I was really happy with it. This card here might actually make me change the way I am building my decks. We're going to go ahead and grab that. And we have Tifa's Limit Break, which is kind of a good stompy type card here. I'm really not seeing yet. We're about halfway through these packs. This first round back, I'm not seeing much in the way of the black mages. So I think I might actually pivot to something more of a stompy aggro build. So Tifa's Limit Break. And then sticking with that, Doman's Veto looks pretty, but it's not falling into what I want to do. Do I maybe go like black-green? Black-green stompy? That's a possibility, I suppose. Green is pretty strong in this set. We also have You're Not Alone, which pumps creatures and whatnot, and I think I'm going to go for that, actually. So I might be looking at, might not do black at all. Might be looking more green-white. And Sid, pretty cool. Nice to see a Sid, that is. Chocomog could work towards my my new goal of Stompy. Realm Reborn is cool, but I don't know if I really need that, to be honest. So let's go Chocomog with the Stampede, and it is a creature, a summon creature, 3/3 for 3. That buffs other things. Doesn't seem too bad. And here on, we have Phaidon, we have Commune with Beavers, which lets me reveal, look for an artifact, a creature, or a land. which could be kind of nice. Instant Ramen is good because that's card draw. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with... I can go with Commune with Beavers. I like the fact that it's a one cost, so we'll do that. And then going here, we have a little ramp here with the Gooba Gardener. It's a Gooba boy. And moving right along, Garus Final Act. Target creature gets +1/+1 when it dies. Okay, I think I don't really care about any of the cards in here right now. Equals power on top of... Oh, I'll go pick something I wasn't going to pick. Hey, whatever. Let's see. Let's just take the item shopkeeper, not in the colors anymore. Sure, why not? And why not? Alright, pack 2. Sarah has come back. I've got 2 of these Sarahs floating around here. It is in my colors now. Was not in my colors earlier. Now it is. Don't know if I'm really going to do much in the way of legendary creatures, though. But if it ends up going that way, maybe. And also Primal Garuda, which deals 4 damage to tapped creatures and then does things. I also have a Sausage Chocobo, which I don't know, could be good. Sausage Chocobo it is. Moving on, don't care too much about vehicles. We do have a 1/2 lifelink for 1 white, which is nice. Ring Lelusi is useful. Corn of Black Mages is pretty darn good. I really don't know what I want to grab here. I might just grab Chocobo Kick. How am I doing creatures here? I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures so far. Do I go for the lifelink or do I go for the Chocobo Kick? I'm not sure. Part of me wants to go for the lifelink, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that because it makes me happy. And then Starting Town, probably just grab that for some guaranteed color fixing. Yeah, that is what I'll do. Starting Town. And moving on here, we have another rare Summoner's Grimoire. Whenever it attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand in the battlefield. If it's enchantment, it is tapped and attacking. That's kind of cool. That might help me cheat out some things like my Nyx Bloom here. Also, if I can get a couple more summons, maybe something like that. So let's go ahead and go with the Summoner's Grimoire, see how that works out for us. Ready's Return gives all my creatures +3/+3. This is a cool artifact, being that it's equal to my my life total, but it's so hard to get out, and I hate for someone to get blasted on that. Same with Zodark, not only not being in my colors, it's just so hard to get out. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the Gigantitoad, which can turn into a 6/6 for 4 if I have enough lands out. And sticking over here, let's see here, we have another You're Not Alone. We have a Blitzball. I kind of like the Blitzball. It's a mono rock. If I do hit with a legendary, then it gets, it gives me some card advantage. So I'm going to run with the Blitzball. Here we have Vanille. Who cares about milling? But I'm not really running black. I don't really care about Vanille. Somebody might get the milled which is kind of neat, but it's not really something I'm going for here. Town Greeter, again, not really going for the mill. Although Vigilance Reach Trample for 7, I mean, why not? It's not the best, I don't think, but I'm not seeing anything else here I really like all that much, so pick that. And here we can grab a second Tifa's Limit Break. Yeah, and I think I will. And then Sarah came back around. Go and grab Sarah this time around. I'm actually kind of glad to see a wheel. So I have Sarah. I do have a legendary or two, so that might help. And then just sticking in my colors, Paladin's Arm. I do like how it grants Ward 1, so that's something. And then Phoenix down. This could be pretty good and limited. And we'll go ahead and just stick with another Gigantitoad. Just stay within my color, and land I probably won't use. Alright, pack 3, we have Dion. I've really enjoyed Dion. I probably will end up grabbing that, but let's see what else we have here. We have Machinist Arsenal, which cares about artifacts. Overkill, we have a 2/3 flyer for 5. We have Omega, the Heartless Evolution. But I think Dion is going to be my pick here. Moving right along, Cecil Dark Knight, I do like that card. Not in the colors I'm playing, however. Crystal Fragments I do like, though. The other side of it's kind of nice, being that 4/3 flyer Alexander, which taps things and does some control type stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Crystal Fragments. Zach Fair has been very good to me in the pre-releases, so grabbing Zach. See, battle menu can make me a knight. Can do some removal. I can gain some life. I do kind of like that, so let's go ahead and do that, especially with the removal. I like that. Being in white-green instead of red-black like I thought I would. Removal might be a bit of a premium, so let's go ahead and do that. And we have Restoration Magic here, which does Hexproof, gain some life, what have you. Cactar can be kind of fun, being a 3/3 for 1. You know, Cactar makes me happy, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab Cactar, just because it makes me happy, I think. And this one here, I'm not doing a whole lot of the summons, although a 2/2 lifelink for 2 could be nice. I'm going to do that, the 2/2 lifelink for 2. Got another Sid. If someone's trying to collect Sids, they're doing okay there. We're going to go ahead and grab the Ring of Lucy. It's a Sisei's ring that can icy manipulate or something down. Wandering Minstrel, a lot of people played that at the pre-releases around me, but I am not playing that. Don't mind this, because that can turn into some removal. Plus the equips, which could be kind of nice. I do like the fact that it shocks something when it comes in, even if it does cost 4. I don't think that's such a bad idea overall. Realm Reborn came back around, but I think I would rather do a little mana fixing here that doesn't cost 6. We got that 2/3 flyer for 5, but it does let me plane cycle, and I could put 1/1 counters on things. So I'll go ahead and grab that flyer. I don't have much that's airborne right now anyway. Let's see, White Mage's Staff, we'll go ahead and do that. Makes a creature, gives me some life gain. I mean, it's something. I can think of worse things. And then we're going to grab another Gubba Gardener. And we'll grab the Instant Ramen for a little life gain and card draw. And we'll go ahead and snag a second Cloudbound Moogle. And then a Bard's Bow to tie it all together. Okay, so we're going to take a look. I'm going to take a look and see what I can build out of this. Probably, you know, white-green creature base. I'll be back in just a second, and I'll show you what I came up with. All right, Magic players, this is what I'm going to go with, at least for now. Like I said, going to go fairly creature-heavy, white-green. The Nyxbloom Ancient Cloud Sea Gen is on my top end, which seems a little ironic with its mana tripling ability, but I could get that out cheaper with Seraph Farron. I could also cheat it out with Summoner's Grimoire, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. We're playing against Adrius Vale. This is my opening hand. I have a couple lands here. I have some ramp. I think go ahead and run with this, so let's keep 7. And I believe I am on the play. So let's start with, do we start with Starting Town? We start with Commune with Beavers. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Look for a land, artifact, or creature. Put in my hand. We have a Chocomog. We have a Plains. But I'm already doing alright in my colors. So we'll grab the Chocomog. And then we'll pass turn. Opponent, Adrius Vale, the Virtuous. They're going to Dark Ritual, which is scary, into a 2/2 flyer Death Touch. Less scary. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Starting Town, and we're going to do it into a Gubba Gardener. Get that ramp going. Pass turn. Opponent. Throwing down another Swamp. Into a Resentful Revelation. We're going to look at the top 3 cards of the library. Put one into their hand, the rest into their graveyard. They are... Oh, that's nice to throw in the graveyard. We also got that with Flashback, Swamp. Let's go ahead and throw down a Saus's Chocobo. I'm going to follow that up with a Tap Plant. Let me get the trigger there. And it'll bring out a White Mage's Staff, where I can get that 1/1. Gain life when it attacks. Now it's a 2/2 with the equipment on it. Alright, a mountain down there for the opponent. Into cycling the capital city. Obviously don't need that. Getting in there for 2, bringing me down to 15. Plains comes out, landfall there. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I go ahead and do that. Let's Blitzball. And then we're going to summon Chocomog. And I'm going to get in there for 6 and gain life. Alright, there we go. Opponent now down to 14, I'm at 16. They throw down another Montagna. And they're going to Swamp Cycle Marlborough, which I'm okay with them not playing. They grab themselves a Swamp, obviously they ignore that. And they get in. I now have Ultima that I can throw in. So, let's see. Are we going to do that? We are not going to do that yet because there's no ETB there. So next, I'm going to go ahead and get in there. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get in with everything. Gain life there. Hit them with everything. They're down to 3. I'm going to bring out Ultima now. And they concede. Good game. That's 1 win so far. Alright, here we are on game 2. I have all my mana. I have some ramp. I have Dion. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I am also on the play again. So happy dice rolls so far, which is nice. Starting Town will not come down. I'm going to bring in the thing that comes into play tap. And pass turn. My opponent, Slurp, WP, Slurp. I think it's supposed to be Slurp. Anyway, they put down a Plains any Magic Tech Infantry, which can search for more Magic Infantries, and it gets more power as it does so, I suppose. Bring on my Gubba Gardener. And pass turn, so I have my ramp with some defense there. I'm throwing down an island. And what do they follow that up with? And I guess they might have a counter spell here, so I'm going to go ahead and attack into what they have, actually, rather than playing Dion. And are they going to take the one? They do take the one. I'm going to bring down the other Gibble Gardener. They might counter it if they're worried about ramp, and they do not. What they do is surveil one and draw a card. That's fine. I feel better about playing Dion next turn, being that if they try to counter it and I have to pay, pay an extra one, I can afford that. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, they got a Brainstorm. Very nice. Rough thing to, in my mind, a rough thing to pitch to the graveyard off the Surveil, but that's me. It's not them. Go ahead and throw out another 4 planes. I have enough green. We're going to go ahead and try to swing or bring out Dion. I can pay 2 if I have to pay more for a counter spell. They might just straight up counter it, but we'll see what we got here. I'm hoping and wishing and butter. Let's get Dion out here. Slurp. Slurp obviously considering their options. Dion does come out. I get a couple Kniggets. Oh, just one Knigget. I thought I got 2, but just one. Gonna go ahead and swing in for 2. And we're gonna pass the turn here. Tap out the mana for now. Well, I'll bring this down another Plains for a Noctis Prince of Lucius. 4/3 lifelink, which is a bit annoying. And you can play, pay stuff to play stuff. Let's see. That'd be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could hit them for like 11 right here, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into combat. Swing there, swing there. 2 attackers. Let them call blockers, and I'm going to do the whole caboodle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, I don't have enough. Well, that's fine. I'll have enough next turn. So we'll just get in there. And we'll end turn. I need to learn to do basic addition. But opponent is down to 12, which is nice. What do they do, though, is the question. Does not untap. Well, doesn't that just suck for me? Alright. That's still fine, because I still get flying from my knights, my Kniggets. Although they're going to get in there for more than I want them to. I think I need to do this. Now, double block. Let's see if it's limit break. Let's give it a +2/+2. And if they confound me, then so be it. I think they have something. They do. Nice. Resolve. Oh, good for them. They're back up to 16. I have my Cloudborn Moogle, which I'll just go ahead and hardcast. Put a 1/1 counter on my knight. I'm going to swing in there for 3 in the air. And then pass my turn. They gain 2 life off their Adventurer's Inn. And they're getting another 4 life. So I need to do something about Noctis. We can't have that happening. I also need to stop drawing so many mana sources here. Gibble Gardener coming back out. I'm not going to attack. I'll get in there for... No, I'll hold back. Opponent, surveilling. So they go and just draw the card. And card for turn, of course. This is the black. I think this is the Black Mage's Village from Final Fantasy IX. Looking at the background here and whatnot of the battleground. I think this is the Final Fantasy IX Black Mage's Village. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments what you think this is. That's just what I think it is. Anyway, Slurp bringing out a Kieran Merchant. Kieran Merchant. And then Hope. But could be annoying. Not as annoying is throwing out Ultima, which is cool. I will do that shortly here. I'll just do it now and I'll pass turn. They've gotten wider, so I need to try to go wider here. And I'll pass turn there. So Ultima's out. Ultima as a final bad guy, not one of the more difficult final bad guys I've ever played. I liked him more as a plot device than an ultimate villain, to be completely honest. But Final Fantasy 16, though, itself, phenomenal game. That was a very, very strong, good game. But getting back to the game at hand, Slurp, is he going to draw and discard? Was that rummage? Loot? I get those confused all the time. No, he's sacrificing to draw 3. Okay. Well, we had 2 towns, so it costs a little less. Drop down another town. They're going to attack with that. I'm going to go ahead and do everything I can to kill that thing. And the off chance he has some more tricks, they have some more tricks. Okay, at least I got rid of it. On the outside, it gains life, and I get to mill. I milled some good stuff. It's too bad. I can get one back, though, which is nice. Let's move to attack. We're going to swing. We're going to swing. Get in with all that, and we're going to start turning his dual lands into colorless lands. Got in there for 16. I'm going to bring down a Phoenix down. And then what do I have here? Garnet could be fun. Sarah would be less fun. I got a lifelinker. I might bring back Garnet. On cost 4 less. I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Grab Garnet. And it goes straight into play. I'm going to hold the play until I think I have something in my hand. I'm going to end the turn. And my opponent. I will trade Hope for Garnet. That's something I will do. I'm assuming with both. I'm going to choose to block there. I take the 2. I kill their infantry. They gain 2. I mill 2, which is too bad. They might have something like, kill something that's already taken damage, which is fine. I don't really need the mana. Ultima. Wow. Nice. Did not see that coming. Pretty good. Alrighty, so now I'm top decking. They have a whole hand of cards. They're okay. At least that taps for colors. Bring down Ultima. We went from an Ultima to an Ultimisa. Alright, we're going to surveil 2. What do? They have to pay 8 and exile 8 cards to basically win the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they can do it next turn, it looks like. Now, can I grab a creature or something that makes a creature? Let's find out. I grab the land. So much mana. So much mana. I think, do I go down the land? Maybe go down to 16 lands? I think I go down to 16 lands. I did pretty well on mana last turn, too. That bring me down to 10. Wow. They bring out another lifelinker. So they decided to do that instead of going for the win. I got a Choco Mog at least. And I'll pass the turn. You know, at the very least, I can make it a 6-6. They're going to gain 2 life, go back up to 20. It's like I didn't do anything to them at all. Then it becomes a 4-4. They attack with both. They surveil 2. And I think they're planning on flipping Ultimisa. So we're going to pass the blockers. I'm going to block there. And then I'll do Tifa's Limit Break. I'm going to double the power and toughness on the turn. Auto pay that. And I think they're going to bounce my Choco-Mog back to my hand. Yep, that's exactly what they do. Oh well. And yeah, I think we're in a GG mood here. We're definitely in a GG mood here. And Blitzball, yeah. Good game. We'll try again the next time. Okay, here we are, going on to game 3. 1-1 here. I have all my colors. I have a few turn 3 plays. Nothing much turn 1 or turn 2. But, you know, I'm going to live slow today. Let's go ahead and go. I am on the draw, so I could draw a 1, 2, or 3 drop. Probably 1 or 2. Actually, I'd love to draw since it's Chocobo or that lifelinker. But who knows? Quick. So my opponent is Bones. Got a Choco-Mog, another 3 drop. Throw down planes, pass turn. Looks this time I got a 2 drop, so they're none the wiser. With Gilba Gardner. And I think I'll probably go into my Blitzball so I can throw Ultima out the following turn. That's the line I want to go on. We'll see if it's the line I'm able to go on. Bones throwing poison in the water. They're going to make me discard Ultima, I'm sure. If they do that, then I think I'm on the Gigantitude side of things. No, Blitzball is gone. Not what I was anticipating. Go ahead and throw down a Plains, and we'll throw down the Gigantitoad, I suppose. I know we have it anyway. And then opponent, obviously hoping we don't get a 5th mana. Could get a 5th mana, who knows. Throw down Shinra Reinforcements, 2-3. They mill 3, but they gain 3 life. What did they mill? They build, ooh, Traxos, Black Mage's Rod. Not too bad, really. Okay, I'll go combat. We're going to swing in with the Gigantitoad. They take it. I'm going to throw down Ultima. And next turn, assuming they only still have Midgar as a Black Source, I'm going to turn that Black Source off. Well, never mind. Still might turn that Black Source off. Bones. Pondering. Dim Bones. Jeopardy music plays in the background. Do 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 do. Bonesy, bonesy, bones. Bum 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 bonesy, 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 bones. Bones, 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 bones. Here's my creature. Alrighty, so much for Ultima. But they are down a creature too, which is nice. Alright, we have a Tifo limit break. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a... ooh. That could be fun. I'm going to do the Grimoire, I think. Let's go ahead and... we're going to swing in. We're going to swing in with just a Gigantitoad. So get in for 4 there. Maybe. Alright. We'll throw down a Phoenix down. And their Grimoire. They obviously have an instant speed something. It keeps pausing there. Soon as Grimoire comes out. Grimoire, by the way, is a book. It's a tome. Okay, there we go. We have my 1/1 hero with the Grimoire attached. Ideally, will let me cheat in Chocobo. They have a 1/5, by the way. On up to 1 other target creature. Okay, well they don't have any. Well, they can put it on one of mine, I guess. Which they don't seem to want to do, which is fine, understandable. But yeah, they have a 1/5. We are going to go ahead and get in there. We're going to swing in like that. I'm going to bring in Chocomog, get the ETB, leave the rest of my mana up, so I could double something's power and toughness until end of turn. They're going to block there. Could make it a 4 something, or I can get in there for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I just get into the win. I'll auto pay that, make that 10-8, and say good game. Okay, going in here for game 4, 2-1 currently. I have a 1/1 here that I could turn into a, or I have a 1/2 lifelink to turn into 2/3 lifelink. I have a pretty low curve to start, so I'm going to keep this. I am on the play, which is nice. It's nice for me. My opponent is Navarre, and they have this little goat, unicorn goat thingy. Anyway, plays and the Stiltskin removal merchant. Not Rumpelstiltskin, just Stiltskin. Rumpels. Well, he doesn't go by that anymore. They have a planes as well. Nice to see I have a Sausage Chocobo. We'll keep that in mind for next turn. But for right now, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to equip it to Stiltskin to make it a 2/3. I'll get in there for 2 with lightning. And then Navarre is up. The Magitech Infantry. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and... what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and get in there for 2, I suppose. Yep, 2. Gain some more life there. And I'm going to bring out a Sausage Chocobo with the hopes that I can find some more land. If nothing else, I can do it with Community Beavers. I'm going to move the equipment over to the Chocobo, though, to make it a 1/2. Another planes, we have Joshua. Phoenix is dominant. Pretty darn good limited card, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. I discarded 2 cards and draw that many cards. We discard 1. The weapons vendor. Alright, I have a starting town. Unfortunately, it's not one of my first 3 turns of the game, I don't think. But, I'll start with the Communal Beavers. Let's do that. I have a Plains, I have Ultima, which is nice. Well, I don't think Ultima's coming out anytime soon, though, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Forest, so at least I can still do a Tifa's Limit Break. Bring that down, Sausage Chocobo. Triggers, and we're going to swing with the Chocobo. Get in there for 2. they're likely not going to block. They probably want to not risk losing Joshua. That's exactly the truth. We're going to go ahead and move the equipment over to Stiltskin, and we're going to end the turn there, because I can still give +2/+2 to Stiltskin and make it a 4/5. Navarre. Pondering while their goat kitty thingy cleans itself. Looking at Joshua. They don't have enough to exile it yet, but they could. They get in for both. I'm going to pass the blockers. I'm going to go ahead and block Joshua with Stiltskin. And then see if it's going to break. Just do a somersault. Make it a 4/5 if I can. Sure, they have some shenanigans. They have a lot of mana up. But I do want to see if I can get rid of that Joshua. Okay, so it looks like we're going to trade here, which I'm okay with. Unless they have another way, in which case, well, I got rid of more removal. Well, then I just got rid of more removal, and they got rid of a creature. You know what, that worked out okay for me, I think. Let's see. We'll bring down Starting Town. I'll equip here again, make it a 3/4, and then I'll get in for combat with my 3/4. In turn there. Next turn I'll play the planes most likely. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me 5 lands. Gigantitoad will likely come out next. They can flip Joshua. And they do have fodder to find. They're flipping Joshua. They do have fodder to find. Okay, I'm going to take 2. Let's see here. Garnet. Garnet doesn't do a ton for me right now. I have this 4/5. I'm going to go ahead and attack with a 4/5. That's right, it's lifelink. That's what happened there. I screwed that up in the previous. I didn't realize I had lifelink. Alright, Gigantitoad comes out. My 4/4. I'm going to move this over the Gigantitoad and make it a 5/5 for now. And I'll end my turn. Okay, they deal 2 to me, they gain 2. So they're at 11. They can attack and gain another 4. They're going to live the stage. Pretty good, I would say. They've already hit their land drop, but they can do Coral Sword. And obviously don't know what this is. Well, I know what it is now. They killed a baby Chocobo. That monster. And they're going to hold back there. I'm going to go ahead and swing in with my Gigantitoad. Gigantitoad? Why not? Gigantitoad. And we're going to trade, it looks like. Or not trade. Yeah, trade. Okay, first strike. And it gets first strike. That was an oopsie on me. Big oopsie on me there. Well, I guess I'll just bring out another Gigantitoad. Or do I bring out my lifelinker here? I really don't know what I bring out. 1, 2, 3, 7 for that. I guess I just bring out another Gigantitoad and then just equip it. Max out my mana for now. And that'll do for the turn. So here's where it gets cool for Navarre. They get to bring back any number of creatures they want from their graveyard up to 6. So the Magitech comes back. They can bring back that Weapons Master guy. It's pretty neat. And plus they get to discard and draw. Did they not bring anything back? They didn't bring anything back. I don't know why they didn't bring anything back. Winona, Joiner Forces, pretty broken card. And equip that, make it a 5/4 first strike. Fun. Alrighty. Well, we're up to 6 lands there. Unfortunately, that being first striker makes me a little unhappy. We got Garnet. This has lifelink. We'll pass the turn. Opponent brings out a Plains. They are empty-handed at the very least. So at least there's that. If I were them, I would just attack in for 5 with the first strike. And I presume that to be what they're going to do. Oh, they're going to flip that. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Josh was such a good card. Such a good card. I don't know if I ever saw one. Alright, make it a 5-4. So they got rid of the first strike on Winona, on Bart Klauser. We have my Gooba Gardener. So at least there's my extra mana for the Cloud Seed Jin. Yeah, they got that 5-4 first striker, so we're just going to hold here. Opponent hit me for 2, gaining 2. And we'll see where this goes next. Navarre, an item shopkeep. Gives equipped creatures, like Josh were here, menace when they attack. Is it all or just target? Target. Well, they only have 1. So might as well be all. Getting in there with the menace, with the non-creature attacking. As menace, lifelink, flying. Take a look for a human. Put the battlefield tapped and attacking. Another shopkeeper. Oh, it has indestructible. Well, we'll still block it. There we go. This is not looking good for me all of a sudden here. And another Plains. Well, at least my Gigantitoad gets gigantic. I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. I'm going to swing for 7 on the ground. So I get in for that. My Cloud Seed Jin comes in. And then I'm going to go ahead and move the equipment over to Garnet. Make it a 3-3 with lifelink and only my turn. Are they going to do it this time? They forgot last time. What are they doing it this time? There you go. Joshua's back. Draw a card. You can discard them both and draw 2 if you want. And they do. They discarded the Dwarven Castle Guard and the Montagna. Dion! Yeah, this is looking worse and worse for me, isn't it? Empty their hand again. They have so many creatures on their side of the board. And they're going to look for another one, put in the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. And there it is. Okay. 2 1s. That cost 1 anyway? Yeah, well, that's fine. You're gonna throw it on probably Bart's again. I would presume. No, throw on Dion. And then do they attack? They do not. Comes out to me. I get a White Mage's Staff. So I got that there. Let's see. I think I move that staff actually over to my Jin, to Garnet. I think move it to my Jin. I think that's 6-6. I'll just go ahead and attack into some of this. Got that. A 4-3 with first strike's not going to with Garnet, but I can use my 2 biggies here and try to take a couple things out. Block Gigantitoad. Block the Jin. No, they just realized that my doesn't matter. So I got rid of one thing. At least I got that there as well. I'm going to go ahead and move the White Mage's Staff over to Garnet. Make her a little stronger. Plus the lifelink. And then what happens next? Opponent Navarre, 1 card in hand. Pretty wide board. We have a flying 4-3. They're going to get rid of my Gigantitoad, my 6-6. Actually, would have gotten rid of the Nyx Bloom. But it's neither here nor there. I don't see them doing that. Okay. 4 in the air. With menace. Double menace. It's twice as menacing. Twice as menacing. And there we go. Bring me down to 8. Well, I'm getting pretty close. Oh, that doesn't help. I'm getting pretty close. I never did reduce the lens to 16. I'm going to do that after this game. Alrighty, let's see here. I'm going to get in with Garnet because I want to make sure I can get some life linking here. And then if I have to move things over, I have to move things over. Swing in for 4. Gain a life, go up to 9. Alrighty. Let's see what they want to do here. They want to double block the magic infantries. They want to just take it. They want to just chump. We're going to double block. That's fine. I gained my 4 life. I get rid of 2 of their creatures. Oh, even more so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works for me. Either way, I gained some life. I'm going to move some stuff over here. Or actually, what does that do? That prevents damage to my creatures. Can I afford that? 1, 2... Oh yeah, I can totally afford it. Because I have the next bloom. So we're going to do that. Bring that out. Too bad that's not until end of next turn. But it's not. We'll throw the White Mage's Staff. Onto my Trampler. And then in turn, we'll continue to bluff with the Forest in my hand. Play Blitzball. Being in combat in your turn, target is +2/+0. If I was dealt 6 more damage, it transforms. And then he just transformed into Bahamut. Which is pretty scary if you ask me. And probably gives them the game, I think. I really do think. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ouch. Yeah. Well, Alexander has to block the shopkeep. There's no sugarcoating that. Brings me down to 1. We're going to transform that into a celestial weapon. Attaching it to that Warden of Life. That beautiful Warden of Life. Bring down a Forest. Don't like how this is going to go, but let's go ahead and just get in there. Gain my 1 life. We're going to block and lose nothing. I'll play my Blitzball just for the sake of it, and I'll say, good game, sir, and good day, sir. Okay, here we go. Could be the last game of the day. 2-2 currently, going into game 5. I have both my colors. I have a 1-drop here. I have a 2-drop here. 3-drop, 4-drop. Good curve. We'll keep that. Opponents on the play, and they have a Moogle. I shall name him Mog. Alright, Crystal Fragments comes down and lands on the ground. Opponent, Kibe. Call you Kibe. Kibe throws down a Plains. And a Dwarven Castle Guard. When it dies, it creates a hero. And it is a 2/1. I'm going to bring out Garnet. Garnet or Garnet? Like the stone. Probably Garnet like the stone. So bring out Garnet. Princess of Alexandria. Opponent plays down another Plains. They bring out Ash. Princess of Dalmasca. Ash is a 3/2. That cares about artifacts. No loss. Alrighty. What do we do here? We pop that down. Let's go ahead and equip here. Make it a 3/3. And then we'll bring down a White Mage's Staff. The job select. I don't entirely want to do that yet. Especially being that I have Chocomog here, I have that here. see how this goes here. Sid. What is that? Sid, which Sid is that? Let's see. 14? I don't know what Sid that is. Anyway, they're going to look for equipment, presumably, from the top 5 cards, and then get put in their hand. I'm assuming they're finding 1 or 2 and they're deciding. So we'll see how that goes. Monk Fist, okay, no blocks. Let's see, we'll go ahead and bring out, yeah, I know. Bring this out. How much is that? It's 3 to bring out. Don't like that, and that's a 4/4. Bring out Dion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd love to move that over. And we've got a 4/4 there. Huh. Decisions here. We're going to go ahead and bring out Dion. I get my knight. I'm not going to attack into that 4/4 with either of my creatures, so I'll just sit back for now. Hopefully I can gain some life back soon. Opponent with another planes. They have enough for an Ultima. Monk's Fist comes out. Paladin's Arms. Equipment's pretty strong. Equipment Tribal is pretty strong in this set, I must say. They're going to tutor for another equipment here. That's Sage's Nothless. We're going to go ahead and block here, because I might move that anyway. And they're tapped out, so we'll go ahead and block there. They can make themselves their 1/1/0. Get rid of Ash. Create my token for Ash. Alrighty, let's see here. What do we got here now? That's 3. That's 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 here. Let's see. I think I do want Chokomog to come out. So I got that there. I'm also going to drop that down tapped. Next, let's go ahead and go for 7 in the air. Here I'm down to 13. And then I'll end my turn there. I bring up the Sage's Nolith. When it attacks, it untaps a creature. So both of us are at 13. We swing in with tokens. All the tokens, all the time. So that's what it is. I will block with Garnet there. And Chokomog just to be safe. Hopefully we'll gain 3 life. We'll gain 3 life. Unfortunately, I lose some stuff. So that could have gone better. But at least I got rid of something too. So that is something to consider. Okay, Blitzball comes down. The White Mage Staff on Dion. I'm going to swing with Dion not only to get the life and the damage in, but also to sack my Blitzball. So I can draw 4 cards. And we'll keep its limit break and a forest. Yeah, if I live, I might be able to ultimate Tifa's Limit Break into a win with Dion. We'll see if that works. I'm going to start with a lot. They're on tap there. That's equip 3, that's equip 2. I'll block the equip 3. I still blocked 4 damage. So they have a lot of planes left. I think I just kind of have to go for it. So that's 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attack with that in the air, gain my 1 life. Move the blockers. See if I can get there. With 2 green? Oh, shoot. Well, that one's on me. Oh, derp. Oh well. You live and learn. Okay, anyway, I'm going to lose. Going 2 and 3. Hope you all enjoyed this. The Final Fantasy set. As much as a detractor I am for Universes Beyond, this one got me kind of like how Lord of the Rings got me. It is a fun draft experience, a fun sealed experience. So if nothing else, has that going for it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hit that like and subscribe, yada yada yada. You know the deal. See you next time.